Kevin De Bruyne scores 4 as Manchester City destroy Wolves on the road 5-1. Jules, you love your techers. You love this. The third goal.
I do. The third goal, especially that left foot shot. He could have had 5. Could have had 6 maybe even. I mean, he hit the post.
Sterling could have had a hat trick.
Yeah, true. Far too open from Wolves' point of view. I was like, what are you doing? I mean, I know City scored early, but even that first goal, it was far too easy for City. I just
should have had a penalty though.
Yeah, maybe, but still, I thought they made it far too easy for City to play into City's hands really, and in De Bruyne's hands, who clearly was on fire. Well done to him. Well done to City to show that kind of character again after the win at the weekend. And now they go again away at West Ham, which that's really the one where if they don't lose, obviously any points now, even if they did, I still think they would see it out at the last game of the season. So well done, KDB. More good news for City, Gab, as Erling Haaland will join next season. So in the end, he's getting De Bruyne wages for 5 years, so which is £400,000 a week, or 23 million euros a year, including the bonuses, Gab, plus a 60 million release clause, which I was told that maybe can go up a little bit as well with incentive, and a reported 40 million euros in commission. Is that good value, right? It's a big package, but we knew it would be a big package.
It's a big package. It's not the 350 million package that some people wrote about. Now, there's a lot of numbers floating out there. 40 million to me sounds very reasonable commissions. Maybe there's more. Obviously, some of it goes to Erling Haaland's dad, which ultimately you presume one day will flow to Erling himself. I think this is ridiculous value. I wrote a piece about this, and I tried to. All right, let me try to figure out the reasons why this could go wrong. Right, let me be balanced and look at both sides. Right, I really struggle. I can't. I mean, other than the guy getting injured, I think this is just a tremendous deal that you had to do. In the end, he's going to get lower. He's costing you less in wages than Mbappe is going to cost Real Madrid, right?
Yeah.
Even if it's 40 million in commission, it's 100 million package overall.
Yeah. The release clause is the one really. He's a 150 million player easily.
Or if not more. Football wise, how does it? People say, oh, the link up play, the big strike. People said, oh, but look what happened when Pep had Ibrahimovic. Well, I'm sorry. Pep got Ibrahimovic when Ibra was 27 years old. He was already fully formed as a footballer. Pep was much younger then. He was a lot less, he's a lot less experienced and mature than he is now as a manager. So no, there's no comparison. Erling Haaland's 21. He's not fully formed yet. People say, his link-up play is not great. Well, first of all, he was at a Muppet Show car crash of a club at Borussia Dortmund before this.
True.
Secondly, we know he can pass. We know he has vision because we've seen him do it. If you need to want to ask him to drop off and play as a Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva center forward,
he's not a force 9 kind of.
But he can try to do that. Imagine the mismatches he creates against a central midfielder.
The issue I have, well, it's not an issue, but the question I have is more that he scores a lot of goals on quick attacking transitions, which are not going to happen as often with City in the Premier League than he would with Dortmund in the Bundesliga. He scored 85 in 88 games in total. A lot of those he's using the power and the run, and then he gets the ball in behind, and then he finishes because he's an amazing finisher. That kind of space is not going to happen all the time in the Premier League or as regularly as in the Bundesliga. So the ball will come in a different way, and he will have to maybe work on his heading and things like that.
Which he can still improve?
Yeah, no problem. The thing that amazes me the most is that Pep has gone for Harry Kane before, then for Cristiano, and now for Haaland. 3 complete different profiles. I mean, you can say that maybe Haaland is in the middle of the two.
I would say the Cristiano...
So, but what kind of profile are you looking for?
Okay, so the Cristiano deal, I don't think was totally half-hearted. I'm not even sure if it was ever real.
But he still looked like they were
I think the
talking.
Cristiano deal was as much about let's bring him here, work it out later. This way we know somebody else doesn't get him.
Okay, maybe.
Harry Kane, the idea was clearly Kane is a 9 and a 10 and whatever.
Yeah.
I think Haaland can become... Harry Kane, when he was Haaland's age, wasn't the Harry Kane he is now in terms of the style of play.
That's true.
But, Jules, let me gloat a little. When I talked about how City went into the season with 19 senior outfield pros, then lost Mendy and Ferran Torres and didn't replace them, and how it might be a problem, some people who will go unmentioned mocked me, how could you say City don't have depth? Okay, Okay, all right, Holmes, let's talk about this. Ruben Diaz out, John Stones out, Kyle Walker out, Fernandinho and Emerick Laporte doubtful.
Yeah.
Okay, we're in CJ Egan-Riley territory. It might not cost them, but it might cost them. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true. You and I can play if Pep needs players. You know, we're ready. We're fit.
If they lose the title because of this is going to be a big thing.
I know, but we go back to the discussion we had at the time. You can't always plan either for 100,000 injuries through a season. Do you know what I mean? If you start with 4 centre-backs, this should be enough, even if Fernandinho is the 4th one.
All right. Most
How many
Premier League
centre-backs do you want at the
squads
start of the
have
season?
22 outfield
But they have
players.
4 centre-backs, Gab. They don't have more than 4 centre-backs. So
But
what do you, like, you know, if you play with a back 4, how many centre-backs do you want?
You have a fullback who can be a reserve, who can play at center back.
Yeah, I guess
So
so.
Nathan Aki
But-
is the reserve left back, and he's and he's also the reserve right. I mean, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
no, I see.
it's
But you're
whatever.
right, it could
All right.
cost them, but it was still all
Who
a
knows?
bit
Who
unpredictable.
knows?
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.